What up, friends? Hope you're well. So in this video, I want to talk about some uncomfortable realities of life. In life, we're constantly confronted with uncomfortable realities. I don't like it, you don't like it, nobody likes it. It starts with recognizing patterns. And the pattern that I recognized as I've attempted to try and accomplish my goals is that there's always going to be some hater. And these haters come in the form of people that pretend to be friends, but oftentimes it'll be a complete stranger. Let me tell you what happened to me recently. That's very interesting. I travel a lot nowadays. I'm constantly traveling. Right now I'm in East Africa. I was just in Atlanta. I've been to 3 countries in the last, I'd say, 30 days, just visiting, traveling. And of course I got sick for a couple of days. What I noticed was there was a guy at an airport, and I won't tell you which country, who gave me a hard time because he couldn't fathom the fact that somebody who looked just like him was able to do things that seemed impossible. And this will probably happen to you too, and it's probably happening to you as well. There are going to be people around you that are very bothered by your audacity to be able to accomplish or attempt to accomplish things that seem impossible to them. But please do not let that stop you by any chance. So this is what this guy said to me. He said to me, he's looking at my passport, and of course, he's seeing a lot of stamps in my passport, right? And he noticed that I've been to the same country 3 times in a span of maybe less than 6 months. And it really bothered him. It bothered him so much that he started asking me, "What do you do?" Immediately I thought, okay, this guy probably thinks that I'm into smuggling illicit substances of some sort. Because a lot of these guys, these immigration guys, especially in Africa, they are trained to look out for things like that. They're trained to look out for people that look like them, that, hop from country to country, and they're trained to interrogate them, which is a shame. It's a huge shame because instead of this person being happy for me that, I'm traveling a lot, I'm visiting his country a lot, and I didn't break any laws by any chance. And I know the rules, okay? And the way I got out of it is by articulating to him that I know the rules and I'm entitled to what I'm entitled to, because he was about to deny me entry into this country. So it bothered him that, how is it possible that somebody who looks as young as I am, because this guy is probably at least 15 years older than I am, he's probably stuck at this job for, he told me, he was very honest, he was like, "I've been doing this job for 20 years and I've never seen anything like this." Looking at my passport, I've never seen anything like it. And I traveled with an African passport. To him, he was bothered that somebody who looks just like him, a younger version of him, can afford to do all the things that I'm doing. So he was asking me, "What do you do?" To the point where I had to get my wife involved in this interrogation so she could explain to him that, hey, we're legit and we're not about any illegal stuff. Eventually I was able to get out of it, like I said, because he knew that I was on top of my game and I knew my rights. The point I'm trying to make is this. In life, you're going to come across a lot of these types of people. And these types of people are so common, are much more common than you can imagine. And they're designed to discourage you. They're there to actually chip away at your confidence. But when these people appear in your life, my best advice to you is that use that as fuel to level up, because by them doing this to you, it means that you're on the right track. No one ever attacks somebody at the bottom, ever. Nobody's ever going to attack a bum, a homeless guy. People always try and attack the person who's up at the top. So when these things start to happen to you in your life, just know that you're on the right track. Just know that you are rising to levels that people are uncomfortable with. And that's a good thing. Use that to your advantage. You should be motivated by stuff like that. When this happened to me, I was like, oh, this is good. I'm ready for this. When he was threatening to detain me for a couple of hours, I was low-key excited. My wife was freaking out, but I was low-key excited because I was like, this is good. I've been training for this one. Because usually what happens is like, in these sort of interrogation situations, they want to play mind games with you. I know this guy doesn't have the patience, the endurance, the mental fortitude to sit there for a couple of hours to interrogate somebody who hasn't committed a crime. I know he doesn't. He even went to the extent of trying to say, well, I'm going to call these people to make sure your story is straight. And I said, oh, that's a great idea. That's what I said. I said, oh, great. You're going to call them? I think that's a great idea. What he was expecting me to do is to panic. And this is what these haters of yours are expecting for you to do. By them doubting you, they're expecting you to panic. They're expecting you to say, oh man, maybe I can't do it. Maybe I can't start that business. 2024 is almost over. 2025 is almost here. Do you know where your goals are? I've looked at my goals. I'm this close. I'm very, very close. Guys, this is not the time to slow down. This is the time to keep pushing, to go harder. Because your haters, your doubters, your naysayers, they don't want to see you happy. They don't want to see you win. Because they can see it in you. They can see the potential in you. They can see you rising. But they don't want it for you. They want to see you doing good, but never better than them. So if they see you doing good and you're rising, they panic. They don't want that. I promise you they don't. The sad reality is that some of you are surrounded by people that don't want to see you level up. Have you done an audit of all the people around you and figure out who the hater is or who's the supporter? Do you know who those people are? Sometimes it requires you to be in complete isolation. Sometimes when I make the moves that I make, I don't announce it. Right now, people don't know where I'm at. People only find out where I'm at when I'm there. So even for you, when you're starting this business, don't announce anything. Just do it. Just do it. Let them figure it out. It's not your job to explain to them how you're going to do it. It's just your job to level up and apply so much pressure. They're going to be able to recognize you in 2025. That's the goal. I hope you got some value from this short video that I've done here. And it's purely motivational to let you know that 2025 is the year that you absolutely have to tune out the noise and go all in. I'll see you in the next one. Schedule time if you've got questions. Let's talk. See you in the next one.